everyone, welcome back. How y'all doing? Today I will be riding the Radmini step through, and gonna be another throttle test. Unfortunately, I'm having some camera issues, so right now I'll just be chest mounted. I'll see how that will do. See how the bike is going. Everything's good. Got my hot chocolate. I have my hot chocolate here. I did put my bike pump and emergency patch kit just in case. Although I'm not putting any green slime in these. I'm not putting any green slime in these tires. They're supposed to have puncture protection or some resistance. So I haven't put any green slime yet. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm not going to do off-roading, mostly roads, and so it should be alright. I'm using the battery. So I'm using the battery for the Radmini step through. And so I'm going to do that. So I'll do a couple more throttle tests, and then after the throttle test, I'm going to probably start. I don't know if I'm going to really ride because again the pedals are short. I don't get a full leg extension, and the problem if I don't get a full leg extension, my knees start hurting. But anyways, I have a feeling this bike is not going to be a riding bike. I did get the full suspension seat post on here. I just swapped the seat post out. All right, so let's get this started here. All right, I'm not going to turn the lights on. So here's the throttle test. I have to do something different with the cameras right now. We're gonna just do a chest mount. I think that's the best anyway, in my opinion. So let's get started. All right. Whew. It's a nice cool day today. Very nice cool day. It's gonna be like this for it's probably gonna be like this for almost a whole, I don't know, 2-3 days until the weekend. Then it's gonna start raining again. So while I got some nice weather out here today, nice and cool, wearing the body armor feels really nice. I got the high vis body armor on. I'm gonna just ride on the streets, on pavement, because I got slick tires. Might as well use them for that. But today I'm gonna go to the pool today. So depending on how the stop signs and the stop lights go, it's gonna depend on my routes, on which route I take. But that's the plan. I'm gonna go to the pool. Let's take the streets. Now normally I would have a helmet camera on. I will. Unfortunately, I'm not getting that much time. The camera just turns off by itself. I get about 15 minutes of video and then it cuts off, and then even if I turn it on, it still only runs about 2 minutes and it cuts off, or a couple seconds and cuts off. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm gonna have to check on this camera just to make sure that there's no issues. All right, I'm just making sure the camera's on, and it is. Just waiting for the green light. Probably should have taken the sidewalk. Would have been faster. That's the problem with being on the streets, is that you have to follow the street signs and everything, and especially when you get to a light signal, it's not picking me up. or something. Okay, now it's giving me the yellow light. Oh. All right. So here I am. I got the GPS on. The fastest recorded on the GPS so far that I've seen is 25 miles an hour, and it's still giving me power. It doesn't go up to 700. It starts at 700 watts, and then it goes down to like 580, 400. Depends like how fast I'm going, I guess. But it's still giving me power versus if I change the wheel setting and the speed limiter back to the original settings. Once I hit 20, like 19.99 miles an hour, it just stops giving me power. So I like this. So yeah, I'm doing a throttle test again. And I'm breaking in the battery too, you know. If you use the battery more often, the better it'll perform. So before I do the hill test with the Radmini, the 2018 model Radmini and the Red Rover, and this bike, I want to break in this battery because I want to use this battery for this bike. I don't, not that I'm trying to be all scientific about how I'm going to do this. I'm not actually. Another thing I'm going to be doing, we'll just pass by all this noise. Oh, it looks like there's some people riding their bikes up ahead. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mod the 2018 Red Rover. So I'm going to mod the 2018 Red Rover. I'm thinking about getting a new controller, display, maybe even a new motor, controller, display. I think there's an option. There's a company called Bolton e-bikes. I might try to, it depends. It really depends, but I'll consider it, getting a new so I'll consider it.
On fire!
Anyways, so that's what I'm going to do. And then after I get the new upgrades, I'm considering it. But if I do get the new upgrades on the 2018 Red Rover, I'll do another hill test and see how much better or worse the new upgraded components helps with the torque. So I think I'm going 25 miles an hour, somewhere around 24, 23. Last time I was here, there was a little speed thing here.
Lightning fast!
And I don't see it here, so it's not going to tell me. But when I was here, I might have been going 20 because it said 20. I was the only car on this, not the only car. I was the only moving thing on this road at the time. So, enjoy the ride, everybody. Probably gonna have to check on check on the camera here, make sure everything's okay. Putting my hand signal out, make sure everybody knows I'm signaling or making a right turn. All right, past the daycare, past the middle school here. And I'm gonna have to do another mic check up here. I'm not gonna turn the camera off because I did a little camera test, and this camera goes about for half an hour, which gives me enough time to actually make it there. I should have like 70 minutes of memory on this. Okay, the camera's still running. Okay, I'm back. I just want to make sure the camera was still running. I'm still gonna let it run. And that little bump jarred my thumb. I'm still recovering from my thumb injury. The Crampbuster would have been nice because I would have been doing this. Or I guess I could still do this. Hold it like this. Again, another throttle test. Hopefully I'll get some better video of it, but right now it's just chest mount, but I think it works. I got the Suntour suspension seat post on, so this should give me a smoother ride. I did bring my other camera, so on the way back I might be able to do some head-mounted footage. It's just that right here there's nothing to look at for me to look, because I'm going to go to the pool. The pools are now open, everybody, so I'm going to relax out here. It was sunny, but it's like in the 60s, maybe in the mid 60s, supposed to get to the 70s here. But I have to tell you, it feels really good. It feels nice being outside. And most of the tree pollen has been pollinating, and hopefully it'll end here soon. But I did take my allergy medication, or the generic Claritin brand. Man, this bike is really quiet. Brakes are quiet too. Now I've been riding the bike in the morning to drop off my youngest to school, and I've been using mostly third gear, because third gear feels like second gear when I'm riding the Radmini and the Rad Rover. The gearing on this is different. Between third and second gear, I don't feel any difference. Matter of fact, when it shifts, I can barely tell any difference. And third gear feels like second gear on the 2018 models versus this Radmini step through on the 2019 model. And I got the tire pressure at 30 because these are slick tires and I'm running them on the road. That's why I have the suspension seat post. Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. Whatever reason they've closed this off. I'm not sure quite the reasoning, but maybe they're doing some repair work on it. All right, good to go. Oh man, is that dust or is that exhaust from that truck? Ooh, it stinks. Oh my gosh, it smells really bad. Something wrong with that engine. All right, it's going 20, maybe 20 or 19. Going up an incline. I'm just estimating on the speed here. I don't know what the ratio is. I haven't figured out. I haven't measured the actual tire size versus the wheel size that I set it at. I set it at 16 inches, so alright, whatever signal that gives me the way over there right now is what I'm gonna take. So whichever one's gonna give me the watt sign first. I think it might be this way, which is fine. Because I'll be headed that way anyway. Either way takes me to the pool where I need to go. Yep. Oh, watch out, buddy. Watch out, buddy. Watch out, FedEx guy. Ooh. That street, that intersection is probably my most dangerous part of the ride. It really is. See anyone? Okay. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going. Or 23 miles an hour. I mean, it's hard for me to calculate. I'm just guessing. I'm taking the current mileage and I times it by 1.7. That's just a rough estimate. And so I should basically add 7 miles to whatever it is here, and it's showing 16.3. So that's about 23, 24 miles an hour.
On fire!
So far, you know, I've only taken this thing out like maybe I think today. I think it's my 4th time going, or the 3rd. No, this is the 3rd time I'm going full throttle on the Radmini step through, and so far it handles it. I didn't bring a charger. All right, so I'm gonna just do a full round. Oh, they're cutting this tree down. Oh man, cutting that tree down good. So I'm doing a full throttle ride, and again, I'm just breaking it in. I should be pedaling to break in the chain and the cranks and everything, but anyways, I'm gonna break in the battery first, I guess. And since I use an electric bike, I use the battery every day, so I have like 4 batteries I have like 4 chargers too, but I'm using 2 and I'm alternating them. I got one on the Rad Rover. I should bring that other one with this one. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm doing test rides right now. I'm reviewing it, so that's why I'm riding it. But other than that, I mean, I won't be riding it like this that often. So I could probably use the extra battery or extra charger to charge. If I have enough outlets. I may not have enough outlets. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may never use it. Who knows? Who knows? Or I might put it in my. Well, you know, I'm not riding the Radmini that much either, the 2018 model, because I have it in the back of my car, in my Hyundai Tucson, and that's for like whenever I go somewhere. But the thing is, I never go anywhere. I don't, you know, I just ride around here locally, so I don't even ride the Radmini that much, but it is folded up in the back of my car, and whenever I'm ready to go somewhere, and oftentimes I have to drop off my oldest, although she's learning how to drive. She's got her learner's permit. She's got a learner's permit to drive, so, you know, wherever we go, she usually ends up driving. So, I don't know, maybe when she wants to go meet her friends at the mall, I'll have her drive there, then I'll also park the car somewhere and ride the Radmini around. Who knows? Anyways, the Radmini, the 2018 model Radmini is in the back of the car, folded up, and wherever I go, it's going with me just in case I want to ride it. Of course, I got to bring a battery, but, you know, just the bike is in there, no battery. So I got to remember to bring the battery if I do that. And I might go some other places and ride the Radmini. I like the Radmini as well. Oh, you know, another thing I might do is if I get the upgraded components for the Rad Rover, I think the upgraded components will also work with the Radmini. But the thing is, I think the controller for the Radmini, the 2018 model, is pretty decent. It has a lot of torque. It gives a lot of power when you twist that throttle, and when you also pedal too. So the initial start of the Radmini on the 2018 model gives more of a push, and it feels like it has more torque. And the bike itself, when I did the hill test, that was the only bike. All right, the Radmini, the 2018 model Radmini, was the only bike. Well, I only have 2 bikes, but that was the only one that made it up the hill on throttle alone. So I think I'm okay with the Radmini the way it is. I'm okay with it. The power is good enough. If it can get more torque, now that's what I'm going to compare. If it can give me more torque, if the upgraded components can give me more torque than what the Radmini currently, the 2018 model currently offers, then of course I'll probably switch, because I use the Radmini more like a dirt bike. I mean, it's small, it's nimble. It has those really, the 20-inch tires are more knobby than the, is it the 24 or 26-inch tires? I'm not sure, but it's more knobby than the Rad Rover. Man, this bike is quiet. Oh. I just heard something hit the tire. I'm gonna have to check it. Hopefully I didn't get a flat. I did bring a pump, an emergency patch kit. I really don't want to use it.